This recipe is actually
Phone?
a little bit more interesting and definitely has a few quirks
And I was like,
that I
well,
did not expect.
I'm about to go
when I
live
started
anyway.
to make
Play
this.
some COD.
However, I think it's pretty cool. There's definitely some weird ingredients in this, but when I was making it, it made me feel like part evil wizard and part alchemist. So this recipe is definitely really fun. And honestly, if you want to follow at home, it's actually not that hard to make this. So let's go ahead and get started. Like all good recipes, this recipe starts with citrus. And specifically, we're gonna need 4 oranges and 2 lemons.
And this is apparently
even
what
more specifically, we're gonna need the
Red
peels
Bull
of
is.
those.
We're about to see if
Now,
I'm about to die.
If you've got a peeler at home,
We're gonna see if
your
I'm
life's
gonna
be a
die
lot
from Red
easier,
Bull because
and I like to
that's
make my life
literally my
harder.
favorite
So I'm
energy
gonna
drink.
be peeling these lemons and oranges with a knife. What should have taken me 3 minutes ended up taking me about 15, and those lost
What's
13
up,
minutes
Dubs?
I'll never be getting back. Okay, so once I got all of
What
the
you doing
orange
tonight,
peels,
man?
what you need to do next is basically add 1 cup of sugar. Now this is for sweetness, but actually what we're doing here is making something what's known as an oleo saccharum, which definitely sounds like
headed back to
something in
work?
alchemy. Inside of the peels of citrus are these tiny sacs of citrus oil, and these basically give the flavor of the orange. Now they're protected by these cell walls, and so what we're actually
Right
gonna
now we're
do
just
is
I'm
sugar's
just
gonna
watching
kinda partially
how
break
Red
down
Bull's
those
made
cell
for no
walls,
apparent reason.
and the citrus oil is gonna
Okay.
leak out and collect into the sugar. If we coat all the peels in sugar and we let it go, we'll end up with something like this,
Bro, I
which
wonder-
is the oleo saccharum. All of that syrup that you see collected down at the
Ah!
bottom is full of a citrus smell and taste. I let mine go
Okay.
overnight, and this is basically how much I collected. But if you let this go for longer, you can even extract more. However, you run into the risk of basically
Dang,
mold
bro.
and other stuff getting in there. So, like all
Well,
good things in
when
life,
you get back, bro, we're gonna have to
gotta
get back
take
in the
risks
worship
if you
room.
want
I got
the
it all
reward.
fixed up.
Okay, so now that I have the oleo saccharum, it's gonna be the primary base of the flavor.
I've been tearing it
but
up.
There's other stuff in Red Bull that
This
gives
is
it this
crazy.
flavor. And
First
most of
off,
that are some weird herbs.
I wonder how,
So
like-
starting with ginger, which is not weird. I'm gonna add ginseng, and I'm gonna add some licorice root. Now the licorice root,
I wonder
think,
how, like,
might be optional. I'm not
naturally
really sure. If
homemade
you
Red
make
Bull
it,
would taste.
Maybe try to omit it and see how it comes out. I'll put all the ingredient amounts that I use down in the description down below. Now these ingredients definitely look like they could be used in a spell. All right, now that I've got the witchy part
Looks
of this
healthy.
recipe done, it's time to move on to the sciencey part. And for that, we're gonna actually need some caffeine and something known as taurine. These are both found in Red Bull, and caffeine, obviously, you're probably familiar with. The amount of Red Bull that I'm making is about 4 cans worth, so I'm gonna be adding the equivalent of about 400 milligrams of caffeine to my Red Bull recipe.
What time you gotta
Now,
get
I
up in the
really
morning,
should be
T?
using gloves here, but thankfully this isn't a large amount of caffeine. But definitely best practices are to use gloves, especially because caffeine is absorbed through the
Truly,
skin.
I
The next
thought
thing I'm
it
gonna
was
add
something
is
like
taurine,
fermented
which
fruit.
from
I
what
know,
I
that's
can
it.
research doesn't really do anything, at least clinically hasn't been proven to do anything. However, it is the
I know, that's
primary
crazy.
component of
I bet it's gonna
bile,
look good at
so
the
maybe
end,
that's
like
what
some
gives
Red Bull.
its unique taste. So I'm gonna add the equivalent amount that you
Surely
find
this
in
ain't
a can
all
of
there
Red Bull,
is.
which is about 1 gram per can. So I'm adding 4 grams of taurine to a plate, and I'm gonna add that in later. Next, it's time to actually make the tea and Red Bull. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is heat up 2 cups of water, and then I'm gonna add in the ginseng,
Oh, look at
licorice
his
root, and
pot!
ginger, and I'm gonna
I mean,
let
look at
that
his-
boil for a little bit. And then I'm going to add in the citrus
Look at this
peels.
dude's
And that's partially for the flavor,
little
but
portable
also because I
stove.
just really want to collect all of that
Bro,
syrup
you should-
that was remaining on there. I'm gonna let this boil for about 4 minutes total, and then at that point, I'm actually gonna
That's
use
not
the
bad.
same sieve that I used to actually strain the oleo saccharum, just to again
bad.
rinse off any possible sugar
You got me a Mr.
syrup
Beast
that
bar?
was left on the sieve.
No
Now,
way.
collected down
Hold
below,
up.
we're
We gotta-
almost
we
done
gotta
with the Red
pause
Bull
this.
syrup. There's just
Hold up,
Not only did I get you one,
bro. What if we win the 10K on live, bro? That would be crazy.
got you 3.
We got to do the Mr. Beast bar new taste test. Woo! Right now I got T on here. T Dub, bro.
Can I try the almond?
Yeah, you can try all of them. Mr. Beast, Feastables. We got the almond. It's gonna be blurry because my stupid background. We got the almond Feastable. Hold that. We got the peanut butter Feastable, and the milk chocolate Feastable. Dang, it's stupid light. It's gonna be blurry too.
Yeah, I got.
Okay, either way, let's try them. Which one you want to try first?
Almond.
Apparently, everyone's seen the video that he put out saying they're better than Hershey's and every other famous brand. Apparently, I'm not amping them up. I'm giving them a true rating. Everyone said amp them up. Apparently, these were voted. Like everyone, he said, you didn't see the video? He set everyone down. Let me check, make sure I didn't win a golden ticket. And everyone, quote, not saying it's not true, but everyone voted this was better than every piece of chocolate there. So apparently he spent like 1,000 hours creating it.
Just a
So
few
here goes
more
the
things that I
almond.
need to add.
One for you. No, I got you right here.
Oh, thank you.
Ready? I don't know about you, but what I like to do with my chocolate is I let it melt in my mouth.
Not me.
T-Dub, you already tried it? That's actually really good. Like, I know
really-
chocolate.
I really hope they come out with a dark chocolate.
I like that. I like that idea, but
They
that's
need dark
way better than the first Feastable. I hated to say it. The first Feastable was like fake chocolate.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, shoot.
Man.
Oh, my God. My old dried up cupcake.
Ew.
Okay, that's really good. I'm not a fan of peanut butter, but I'll try this one.
What are you doing in here?
This is what I like. Original Hershey's. That is like really good. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not even joking. That is like awesome. And I love chocolate. What's disgusting? Oh, my cupcake?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of disgusting. That's actually my baby.
Mm.
Okay. How about now? Regular milk chocolate is so good.
I don't like plain chocolate. I gotta have something in it. That's why I like
Oh
it.
my God. Like, I'm
Let me
really
see that.
impressed. I mean that. What?
You're eating it?
Yeah, it just fell on the ground. Apparently, there's hair on my milk chocolate. Lastly, peanut butter.
Now I'm a little skeptical of peanut butter.
Am I still mute, T? That was a little quick. You responded a little quick. If I mute, say mute. Okay, you can hear me. You got to try it with a s'more, though. It slaps. Bro. I'm making a video tonight. Do we have s'more stuff?
What?
Do we have s'more stuff?
S'more stuff?
Yeah.
No.
Can you get me s'more stuff? I'll go get it in a minute.
Wow.
Because I'm making a video. First ever person to do a Mr. Beast, to make a s'more with Mr. Beast chocolate. I could post it. I mean, it's something to post. I haven't posted in like a week. All right. The peanut butter.
I can check to see if we do. But
You ready for the peanut butter?
yeah.
All right.
But I think I'm gonna pick the almond.
Bro, I kind of like the almond the most.
Mm.
If it was dark chocolate, oh my God.
You would not even see if it's dark chocolate.
Why? You would eat it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even see it. Like, you would just devour it that quick. Before I could even get a bite. All right, T, we're going in with the peanut butter, bro. Okay. I don't know about this peanut butter. I'm kind of like, ugh. You ready?
Not really.
Okay, it crumbles a little bit. Here. All right. Peanut butter, Mr. Feastable taste test. Mr. Feastable. That would have been a good name. Mr. Feastable. That could be like their character. All right, peanut butter going in. Oh my goodness.
Tastes good.
That's like I'm not joking. I'm being 100% when I say this.
That boy.
Like I have no reason. I got one viewer, and it's my cousin. I have no reason to be biased because I'm streaming to nobody. But Mr. Beast, if you see this, that's the best chocolate I've ever had. Oh!
How many times are you gonna drop them?
The wrappers need some help though. They like
No,
they
you
peel.
need help. The wrapper.
Oh,
don't
that's
need
right.
help.
You're right. I need help with that. It's the same one. Can you reclean it? Yeah, that was bussing. The Mr. Feastable was bussing. Like all jokes aside, that's the best chocolate I've ever had. But I'm telling you right now, Mr. Beast.
No, don't go that far.
No, I'll go that far. I'm being
Dove?
dead serious. Over Dove,
Ghirardelli?
Maryland.
You are wild.
I'm being
You might be capping.
no. See, I knew people was gonna think I'm capping. I'm being dead serious when I say that. That's the best chocolate I've ever had.
So you're telling me above Ghirardelli and Dove?
Ghirardelli is just really smooth, but to me, that's not like the taste is most important. If it was dark chocolate, I think she would be on board because she only eats dark chocolate. And Dove and Ghirardelli, all of the ones she gets from them are dark chocolate. Is that right or wrong?
Valid.
If that's valid. Now, if it was dark chocolate, would you probably like this better?
I don't know. I gotta try it.
Okay. Well, there you have it. There you have it. The Mr. Feastable taste test. Live. If you want to see this live, hit the follow, put notification bells on, and you could have been here when I tasted this. When I gave the real taste test, you could have been here. S'more style. Go ahead, s'more style. Go see. Bro, poor T-Dub said, I want a piece. T-Dub, if you was here, I would give you a whole bar of your choosing. But for now, I'm going in with the almond. He did too. Your brother told me that. The almond where it's at. Back to our video.
Add. First, I'm going to add some lemon juice. The fresh lemon juice is a different flavor than the Oleo Sacrum, which is kind of more of like an orange candy flavor. The lemon juice here is really
actually starting to look like Red
citric
Bull.
acid and make it sour. And I always find that Red Bulls, they're quite sour. So I added the juice of 2 lemons to the syrup. Then we can add the powdered taurine and caffeine to the syrup. Give this a really good mix, and then we're gonna actually just let this cool down. So I just transferred it to a mason jar and let it cool in the fridge for a few hours.
This is actually starting to look like Red Bull.
Thing that we find in Red Bull, which
But
is
here's my
B
question: how are they gonna
vitamins. Now,
make it?
There's just kind of a bevy of B
How are they
vitamins in Red Bull. Again, it's not really clear if this
supposed
does
to
anything,
make this,
especially
like,
at the levels that
fizzy?
we're getting here. However, I'm really trying to recreate Red Bull here. So basically, just added 3 doses of a B vitamin complex to this. Gave this a mix, and then it's actually time to make the Red Bull. So to do this, all I gotta do is pour off about 1/4 of the syrup, and then add in some seltzer water and give that a light mix, and boom, here is the Red Bull. Now, how does it taste?
Whoa.
All right, so I finished the recipe.
We're gonna
and
have to
now
do
it's
that,
time
D.
for a taste
Put it on
test.
our
So
YouTube.
I have the original Red Bull here in a glass, and then I have basically my version. Now, obviously, there's a difference in appearance, and I think that has to do with the fact that they're using clarification here. If, for example, I maybe added a little bit of gelatin to this and then strained it off, I might get something a little closer to this. And there are techniques that come from beer making to basically clean up cloudy stuff like this and turn it more into like this. But for me, I'm okay with this color, and I think it looks
So-
okay. So now the main question is, how does it taste?
Pause. I don't think I've seen where he added sugar into this Red Bull, and I think Red Bull has sugar.
So first, let me just taste the Red Bull to remind myself, because it's been a while.
Oh my god! I don't even got the video on.
That's Red Bull. Very sweet, very sour,
My bad, T.
and it's got like a medicinal taste to it. Now let's try the homemade Red Bull. Honestly, it's pretty good. It doesn't taste exactly like Red Bull. I would say that there's almost like more of an apple juice flavor with this, so maybe they've added something like malic acid to it to make
Caffeine?
it sour.
I thought it had
Um,
sugar though. I
But
never seen him
this
put sugar in
is,
it.
This is pretty close. This almost tastes a little bit closer to a like emergency tablet. If any of you guys have ever had that, like one of those seltzer tablets. It
So
tastes kinda similar to that.
apparently,
But
then
it's
if that's the
not that
case,
different,
Red Bull's not
honestly.
even that bad for you.
There's definitely some crossover between these two flavors. Now that being
You know what I
said,
mean?
if you're gonna make yourself an energy drink, instead of having a Red Bull, which is not everybody's cup of tea, why don't you make one that is basically the same thing and is what you want? So if you want to make this a little bit different and add some strawberries to it, or
First off, some strawberries. Bro is tweaking. First off, there's nothing wrong with Red Bull. I love Red Bull. I don't need to change it. I don't want to make it my style. Why do I need to make homemade Red Bull? I guarantee you all them like raw fruits and vegetables or whatever he just had cost more than a Red Bull.
whatever,
4 Red
you
Bulls.
can make your own. Now you know how to make an energy drink.
That's
All
cool
right,
though.
that's
Cool
it for
point.
this week.
But I gotta
adding the
see.
equivalent of about 400.
Wait. Oh, that's right, T. That's right.
3 minutes
We
ended up
forgot.
taking me about 15, and
He
those
put the
lost 13
sugar
minutes I'll
in
never be getting back. Okay, so once I got all of the
with
orange
the,
peels, what you need to
orange
do
peels.
next is basically add 1 cup of sugar. Now this is
Yep.
for sweetness, but
We're an
actually
idiot.
what we're doing here is making something what's known as an oleosaccharum.
That's
which
crazy, though, 'cause it
definitely sounds
looks
something in
natural.
alchemy. Inside of it is the oleosaccharum. All of that syrup that you see collected down
That's
at the bottom
it.
is full of a citrus smell and
Completely
taste. I let
melted.
mine go overnight, and that's this
Or sack.
with ginger, which is not weird. I'm gonna add ginseng, and I'm gonna add some licorice root. Now the licorice root I think might be optional. I'm not really sure. So if you make it, maybe try to omit it and see how it comes out. I'll put all the ingredient
It looks all
in a
natural.
vial.
So now,
so maybe that's what gives Red Bull its unique taste. So I'm gonna add the equivalent amount.
boom. Look what I have here. Ah, s'mores. Out of. Hold up. Let me get this.